Hey guys, welcome back to the updated Sourcebans tutorial. So Sourcebans is going to be a really important tool for you guys as all GFL admins across all games and servers. So this video will hopefully be a refresher to the current admins and a really interesting guide for the new admins. So Sourcebans is what we want to use on Jailbreak for banning people that have left the server after committing a breaking of the rules. So let's say someone mass free kills and leaves, and you don't have time to get their Steam ID, or maybe you do. You still can't ban them from the server. So if you don't have time to get the Steam ID, hopefully you've got the profile or their Steam name. So that's all you need, some sort of information on their profile. So what I'm going to show you today is how to get rid of that pesky rule breaker. So you're going to first want to look up GFL Sourcebans, and you're going to just click on this first link that pops up, and it'll look something like this. The first thing that shows is the dashboard. It's extremely important, and I'll go through a few things that you can see here. So right here is the list of all of the servers that we have up and running that are connected to Sourcebans. Notice how it's only a select few of games. Some of our servers aren't actually connected to Sourcebans. You can also see a few of the latest added bans, the latest mutes and gags, and also the latest players that have been blocked. So you're going to want to click login here, and you're going to log in through like just any other website that's not associated with Valve or Steam, and just sign in right here. Okay, so now you can see I have a few different things. You can see a few tabs up here. You can also see the admin panel, and it will also show this red button instead of a green login button. So I'm going to be mainly going over this admin panel, which is extremely important. So you're going to click on this panel. Okay. So you can see here I have a few different things, the most important being the bans tab. So let's say someone mass free kills and leaves, and I don't have time to get their Steam ID, but I know their player name. I'm using NotLaw here as an example. He's one of our admins on the Jailbreak server. Of course, I'm not actually going to ban him because he's an admin, but this is just an example. So we go over here to bans, and we click it, and we're prompted with a few little forms here. So let's say I didn't get Law's Steam ID, but I had to have his profile when he left the server. What I'm going to want to do is copy this Steam link right here of his profile, and then I'm going to look up Steam ID Finder like I have as above. The one I prefer to use is the one that ends with .xyz. It's just more understandable. There's not as many ads covering the page like this one, but don't get me wrong, they all work, so feel free to try them all. Anyway, I prefer the XYZ one, so we're going to go to this. Now I already have the Law's Steam profile community link copied, so what I'm going to do is go over here, paste it, and click submit. And you can see here I've got a whole bunch of information which I'm going to use for the Sourcebans. So now I can close out a Law's profile. I have everything I need right here. Okay, so now up to these prompts. First thing we're prompted with is nickname. So we go back to Steam ID Finder and we copy this nickname. The reason you want to copy the nickname from the Steam ID Finder website is because sometimes players will put interesting characters that can't be directly copied from Steam. Okay, so once we have that pasted, you can then see a prompt that says Steam or ban type. So we're always going to want to do Steam ID and not IP address. If you're really interested in what an IP address ban is, you can ask one of your higher-ups, but we're just going to use Steam ID for the time being. You're always going to want to use this first Steam ID that pops up, because the other ones are not important and we just don't need them for the ban. So this first one that pops up, you copy it, move over, and paste it right here. Okay. Now once again, you need to put nothing in the IP address form, and then ban reason. Okay. So ban reason is extremely important. You have a bunch of preset bans here, but we're not going to use any of those because Jailbreak has very specific rules. So we said already that Law has mass free killed and left. So we type here mass free kill and leave, like so. And we can even say ×1 reported by player, or if we just saw him do it, we can delete this and just say mass free kill and leave ×1. So of course we don't want the ban to be permanent, so please don't leave it on permanent. Make sure you click this and change it. So of course the normal ban time for mass free kill and leave is 1 week. If he left, it's 2 weeks. However, this may be changing soon, so make sure you keep updated on the admin guidelines. I'm just going to do 1 week for mass free kill and leave for now, but make sure you always stay updated on your guidelines. And of course there's a different punishment for every rule on every single server. Okay, so you can see here we have ban length set to 1 week. So now right here we have the option to upload a demo. Once you click that, it'll come up with a thing right here that says upload demo. I'm not actually going to upload one because, of course, Law wasn't breaking the rules as an admin. But if you have a demo saved, you can choose the file here from your computer, click save, and it will upload. Make sure your demos aren't too big, as they sometimes may not upload because of just the sheer size. And then once you're ready, you can click add ban. Of course, I'm not going to ban him because he's one of our admins. But yeah, so once you click add ban, it'll just show that the ban has been submitted in a little box. And then if you want to make sure that your ban has actually gone through, you can click here on this bans tab. Okay, so here we're shown a whole bunch of bans. Now I'm just going to scroll through these. So as you can see here, I recently banned 2 players after a player report from Manslayer. But you can see here, if you click on each ban, or you should be able to, click the ban for more information. I don't know if this was changed recently. But anyway, as you can see here, the player that was banned, or the player names are right here, and you can see the admin that actually banned them is right here. You can also see the ban length listed here. And now I'm actually not sure why this isn't working. I might need to refresh the page. There we go. Okay, so now we can actually click on the bans to see a little bit more information. So let's read my ban here that I made on this player. So you can see here it was a ban for 1 week, and the reason was mass free kill reported by player. Okay, let's say that I banned this person on Sourcebans and forgot to actually add a reason right here. What I can do is click edit details, and I can write a new reason right here. So let's say that this yaw person actually didn't mass free kill, and instead they were using aimware. So I changed this reason right here to aimware, and changed the ban, of course, to permanent because we don't tolerate hacks. And then I click save changes. But this person was mass free killing, so I'm just going to keep the ban as it is. You should always make sure you have a reason on your bans, or people will appeal them. Okay, you can also click here and see the mutes. These are also pretty important. If you want to unmute someone from Sourcebans, you're just going to click and then click either remute. Since this person's mute has expired, it'll only prompt me to remute. But if someone is still muted, I can click on it and unmute them from here. I also have the ability to add comments onto bans or mutes, and this is really just to let your server manager know something important. Okay, so this is hopefully deep enough for you guys to understand. If you have any questions, please contact your higher ups, which for Jailbreak is Lex. You can also ask me if you need anything. So thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you have questions. Bye bye.